we're out here at Piermont Pier with the Lamont Doherty field station crew. Madeline over here and Maura that are going to lead us in our first seine. We're using a seine net technique. So a seine net is this giant wall of net that is walked through the water by two people holding the dowels on either side. You can see the seine net has floats on the top to make the net nice and stretched out to the top of the water. And on the bottom there are actually weights to drag along the bottom of the river. So anything in the path of this seine net, from the very surface to the bottom of the riverbed, we are going to catch up in this seine net.
Right now I'm going to be measuring the temperature of the Hudson River. I'm going to be going out about waist feet deep. I'm going to put this thermometer in there for about 5 minutes and then I'll come back with you with the temperature.
In order to understand what fish live in our section of the Hudson, it's important to take data about what the water quality is like. So one thing we are going to do is test the salinity of the river right off of Piermont Pier here. So what I'm going to be using today is a refractometer. The way that we're using this is you just take a sample of water here. We're going to put it in the refractometer slide. Just a couple drops to fill it up. Shoot that away. You put the slide cover on top, and the way that a refractometer works is that you have to have lots of sunlight coming into this slide so that light refracts off of the salt and it can give you a reading of how much salt is in this water sample here. So I'm going to use it like a telescope or kaleidoscope. Alright, I am seeing 5 parts per thousand. So PPT, 5 parts per thousand. Wow, we have a blue crab here. And this is a little male.
How do you know it's a male?
Oh, great question, Maura. So, if you look at the belly of these blue crabs, first you can tell it's a blue crab because they have these swimmerettes that help them to move very quickly throughout the water and very gracefully. In Latin, their name actually translates to beautiful swimmer. Anyway, this blue crab is a male because we can see on his belly he has this point right there. Kind of looks like the Washington Monument. That's how you know it's a male. If it was a female, it would have this apron going across its belly on like pretty wide, and it kind of looks like the Capitol building. So if it's a Washington Monument, it's a male. If it's the Capitol building, it's a female. Hey! The other species that we caught today is called an Atlantic Silverside. This type of fish loves salt, given the Atlantic in its name. It loves the salt of the water. They're called Silverside because if you look closely, you can see there's this bright silver strip going horizontal across its body. These guys have a pretty flat face with an upward facing mouth, which means they eat from the surface. Their pectoral fins are also set pretty high on their body as well, which is an indicator that they live at the surface. These guys are actually cousins to the flying fish. So if you ever look at a flying fish and you look at an Atlantic Silverside, they have a lot of similar features.